In this video, I'll show you how to set up and light a magical mystery box image. Hello, I'm Gavin Hoey and you're watching Adorama TV, brought to you by Adorama, the camera store that has everything for us photographers. And today join me in my small home studio. As you can see, there's quite a lot of stuff in the studio today, but the thing of interest is this box here, because inside that box is another box. Yeah, now these boxes are going to become magical mystery boxes full of light and smoke, and that's what we're going to do in this video. Okay, so let's get a model in, let's get some lights set, let's get shooting. So to help me out with this shoot, it's great to have Kerry back in the studio. Now we're going to start with the small box, which is this one right here. And inside my little box is, well, a weird flashing light. It's a Speedlight, and the Speedlight is going to be the key light, the light that actually lights Kerry's face. Now I've also got this small piece of tracing paper, and this is going to do a couple of things. It's going to help just to soften the light out as it bounces around inside the box, but it's also going to protect the Speedlight, and you'll see why in just a little bit. Okay, let's give this to Kerry. There we go. So Kerry's got the box, inside it is the Speedlight. She's going to hold it in front of her face, but we need to know how much light is coming out of that Speedlight. So I've got my flash meter, I'm going to meter it right here. So we'll pop this roughly in the middle of Kerry's face, and I'm getting f4. Now I'm actually going to shoot at f2.8, and the only reason I want to shoot at f2.8 is because, well, Kerry's looking into a Speedlight very close. The lower I can get the power of that Speedlight, the less blinding and uncomfortable it's going to be for our model here. And well, we don't want to blind her. That's not much fun at all. So let's get this down a stop. And I can do that using the Flashpoint Zoom Mini O, which I'm using as a trigger. And I'm getting it down to f2.8. There we go. Okay, so f2.8 is set for the flash. It's dialed into the camera. Let's take this shot and see how it looks. And as you can see, Kerry's face is correctly exposed, but the box is basically black, and there's an obvious reason for that. There's no light on it at all. So to light the outside of the box, I'm going to use another Speedlight. And, well, it's just a bare Speedlight. It's going to go over here somewhere because it needs to light this side of the box. Now, positioning is going to be absolutely critical. So if I pop it too far around to the side, well, we can see what's going to happen. Here we go. It's lighting the back of the box, but not the side that's facing the camera. If I put it too square onto the camera, now it's lighting the side of the box, but it just looks wrong. It's also lighting Kerry's face a little bit. So there's a fine line between getting this in the right place and in the wrong place. Trial and error is the key. Let's pop it around about there. And that looks like a nice, happy balance between the two. Now you'll notice I haven't talked about metering this light. Although I wanted to know how much light was on Kerry's face from the box, with this one I am happy to look at the result of the picture and then decide whether it's bright enough or dark enough. In this case, it's on its lowest possible power setting, and I think that's just the right amount of light to give this picture a bit of feel, a bit of atmosphere, without it overpowering the scene. The last piece of the puzzle is what's coming out of the box. So far it's just been light, which looks great, but we're going to add some of this. This is smoke in a can, and it comes in various names and brands, but this is going to really add something to the picture, that little bit of mystery. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray a little bit in the box, we're going to close the box, and then we're going to take some pictures with the box open, and hopefully when Kerry opens the box, some of the smoke will come out. Okay, ready, Kerry? Let's add some in. Here we go. Boom. Right. Let's try that. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Excellent. That's fantastic. So the reason we're using the tracing paper over the Speedlight is partly to diffuse the light, but also to protect the Speedlight. When you're using an aerosol can, it will leave a bit of a residue. I'd rather that was on the paper than on the Speedlight. Okay, let's take some more pictures. Go for it. So those pictures look really good. The lighting looks great. The smoke adds that dramatic feel to the picture. But what if you want to scale this up a little bit? Well, that's what we're going to do next. Let's get this whole idea and make it much bigger. So now my small home studio is in fact an attic or maybe a cellar. It's the place where you keep all of your junk. And that's what we've got here. Random assortment of collection of things we found around the house. Now we're going to get Kerry in a minute and she's going to be looking into the box, which is obviously now much larger. But the basic principles are still the same. Inside the box is a flash. Because it's a bigger box, it's a bigger flash. It's the Flashpoint eVOLV 200. And over the top of that, I've still got a sheet of tracing paper to diffuse the light and also protect the flash. Again, we'll get to some smoke later on. So Kerry is in position. She's going to be looking into this box, but because this is a bigger box, then I'm going to be slightly less worried about the strength of the light. I'm going to go with an aperture of f5.6 for a little bit more depth of field, but I need to meter this accordingly. So let's just get our flash meter and we'll see how much light is coming off the eVOLV 200. Here we go. And I'm getting f8. So it's a little bit on the bright side. We can just knock that back ever so slightly. One stop. And I'm getting f5.6. So the flash in the box is metering exactly what I want. Let's just take this picture, see how it looks. And just like before, the light on Kerry looks great, but of course we can't really see much else in the room. It is just the light from the box. So the next light I'm going to add in, just like before, is going to be the lighting for the side of the box. And just like before, I'm going to use a Speedlight. Now this time, because we're taking a wide shot, I want the light to be quite pinpoint in its lighting. I want it just to light this area. So I've set the zoom to its maximum 105mm, and hopefully, if I pop it over to the side, that should be about right. Okay, let's just take a shot like this, see how it looks. Here we go. Just like before, I'm using a trial and error method of setting the extra lights. If it looks right to my eye, then it is right. Now we could stop there with just the two lights, but because this is a big room set, I want to have some room light. And if it was an attic or maybe a cellar, there would be maybe a skylight of some sort with light coming down and flooding the room, and that's what this is going to do. So I've got my Flashpoint Explore 600 and I've got it in a small softbox, and that's going to simulate just daylight coming through. And let's just take a shot like that and see how that looks. Here we go. And that looks great. That has a lovely atmosphere to it. But speaking of atmosphere, well, we're going to add some smoke into it. And once again, smoke is going to be that magic ingredient that's going to bring this to life. So because we have a bigger area to fill with smoke, the little smoke in a can isn't really going to cut it. So it's time to get the smoke machine warmed up. If your smoke machine was small enough, I guess you could actually pop it inside, but well, this one isn't. So we'll use exactly the same technique as we used before. We're going to put some smoke in the box, and then we'll close the lid. Here we go. Ready? And close the lid. Boom. Okay, let's take some shots with the lid open. Kerry, are you ready? I'll count you down. On 1, 2, 3. The only problem of using a smoke machine in a small home studio is how fast it fills the room up with smoke. However, it does bring that level of uncertainty to your shoots, and I always like that. I think it makes the pictures work well, and in this case, they look fantastic. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave me a comment below, and even better, if you want to see more videos from myself and find the other amazing presenters right here on Adorama TV, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. I'm Gavin Hoey. Thanks for watching.